A man on the south side of Indianapolis saw a suspicious car in his neighborhood. He took matters into his own hands. What he didn't know, it was an undercover cop. And now the homeowner faces a felony charge. News 8's Eric Feldman joins us to explain what happened.
Brooke, what we know right now is that Scott Strother faces a level 6 felony, and that could net him some jail time and a fine for what the Marion County Prosecutor's Office says is due to the actions he took a week ago when he confronted a man who he did not know at the time, but IMPD says was an undercover cop. And when that cop told him who he was, he didn't listen.
If you're turning down Merity Drive from Sherman, there's likely one reason: to go home. Because if you make that turn, there's no through traffic, just a dead end. A week ago, this quiet street had a car driving around that usually isn't there. Scott Strother lives on the block. He didn't want to share his side of the story tonight, but court documents indicate he was afraid this driver was stealing packages from people's porches. Little did he know, IMPD says that car was an undercover police detective looking for a suspect in a murder. Documents say Strother took his car and blocked this detective from driving further. The detective says Strother walked up, a hand in his back pocket. Later determined the hand was on a gun. The detective says he put on his flashers and told Strother he was a cop. The detective had his own gun drawn, but hidden from Strother, who responded he wouldn't leave until the detective proved it. The detective says Strother, who had dropped his 2 children off at home, told him he'd do whatever he needed to protect his neighborhood. The detective says he didn't feel safe reaching for his badge. Instead, he radioed for backup. Strother was soon arrested for criminal confinement.
While you have these statutory provisions, which do give you the right to make citizens arrests and use of force, it ought to be very cautious.
We showed attorney Richard Haley this case.
The use of the flashes was key here. That gave some indication that that might be a police officer, and then he identified himself. At that point, it would have been preferable to back off and call the police.
The situation could have ended far differently. The detective says he was afraid if he raised his gun, Strother could have drawn his, which would have left him no other option other than eliminating the threat.
Now, the IMP detective there told Strother he cannot stop and detain someone simply for being suspicious. He should have called police. Strother responded by saying he has called police in the past for issues and nothing has happened. I'm live downtown. Eric Feldman, Wish TV News 8.